Entrevistas Alfa.
Amigos de Alfa 91.3, yo soy Mónica López y hoy me encuentro con Clemens y Philippe de Milky Chance. How are you guys?
We're good.
Hello.
Thank you.
It's nice
Hello.
to
Good.
see you
Hello, hello.
again.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice to see you again too.
yeah. Well, the Trip Tape series seems to be your playground, a space to experiment. Do you follow a specific line or criteria when choosing which songs to cover or reimagine? For example, Million Dollar Baby or Wonderful Life, for example.
Like a line from the song that we thought like this line makes us want to cover it? Or what's the
That,
question again?
yeah,
Yeah, like
do you
this
have a
kind of?
line or some criteria that you follow
Mm.
to cover that songs?
Oh, now I get it. If we have a line that we follow
Yeah.
to. No, not really. I mean, or I said it earlier. I think the only line really is that it's a good song, and if a song catches you and is good, then
Okay.
that's all potential it needs. And then we just try, and if it turns out to be a good cover, you know, that's more the decisive line of it, rather than the picking the song.
Mhm.
I mean, of course, like Clemens also needs to be thinking like, yeah, I'm feeling comfortable to sing that song. So that's one criteria you could say.
Okay.
Other than that, I would say it's just like musically, it just needs to be a song where we love that song and it's just a great song.
Yeah,
Because
it
then
has to resonate with us in a way.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Trip Tape 3, it's a tongue twister. So includes Passion and Naked and Alive, which became very popular on TikTok. How do you feel platforms like TikTok are changing your relationships with fans, music, and your creative process?
Whew. I mean, that is a tough question. I mean, first of all, I feel like, every like 3 or 4 years, there's a new platform,
Mhm.
popping up out of nowhere, and then it just becomes huge. And I mean, what all these platforms, I think, for us have in common is that we are trying to use them to share our work,
Mhm.
to share what we do. This is like what we're aiming for. Like, we want to release music, so we're trying to use these platforms to reach out to our fans and say, hello,
Yeah.
we're here, this is us, and this is what we do. Of course, all these platforms, they work in a different way, and TikTok also works in a very specific way.
Exactly.
So it is challenging for us to, and I think for every artist, to play these platforms
Mm-hmm.
without getting lost in it, you know.
Sí, sí.
And
Yeah.
these platforms, it's TikTok is not a music platform, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what it makes it so difficult to, it's not a music platform. It's like it's a platform for like sharing like short videos, like it's entertaining videos, like fun videos, blah blah blah. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, TikTok also like develops. Like, TikTok now is different than 3 years ago, and what people are doing with it and all that kind of stuff. But I think, yeah, that's something that you have to put in perspective, and that you have to, think about, that it's not a music platform. It's not a stage made for musicians. It is, it's a social media platform, and
Yeah.
it works very fast. It's all about grabbing attention,
Mm-hmm.
grabbing the people's attention, and that doesn't have to do anything with making music,
Yeah.
and that doesn't have to do anything with being creative. So I think that doesn't go together,
Mm-hmm.
so it's really tough to find a way, like, okay,
So
like, to, yeah, you know what I mean.
yeah, exactly. But why did you choose to do it like that? To reveal in a live stream on YouTube and TikTok. So, what are the advantage and challenges of this kind of platforms? What do you
I
think?
mean,
It's interesting
yeah,
because
it is interesting. I mean, for one
yeah.
reason why we wanted to have a live stream is in our case that we have fans all over the world. So
Hmm.
I think the thought was, and I do kind of agree that it's debatable, and I wasn't sure if it's necessarily always the right thing to do just because. But the idea was because we have fans worldwide to kind of be able to catch everybody.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think the crucial thing about it anyway is like if you are trying to bring intimacy and vibe into the internet, that's almost like a mission error. And
Hmm.
so that's the hard part about it, I feel. And then I mean, why using those platforms? Because I mean, supposedly everybody's is on there. And so this is kind of like how you reach the people these days.
Yeah.
No matter of what your opinion about it really is. I mean,
Yeah.
there is something very strangely, it's a strange thing because there is some sort of not good feeling about it, yet it's all present somehow, and you're a part, and with you, I mean us, we are part of
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah.
so yeah, it's strange. I mean, I recently saw an interview from Prince where he talked about, I
And
mean,
it's
he
fun.
talks about the internet and like AI and like those kind of things. And he basically said, like, just keep in mind that you need to have control, because when they take control over your mind,
Mhm.
it's too late.
Yeah. And it could
And
be
I
fun
feel
too.
like, yeah, and I think that's kind of the crucial part where we at.
Yeah.
Like we haven't lost control fully yet,
Yeah.
but we're on the edge.
Yeah. And it could be fun too. So, well, why
Right,
not? Well,
right.
the song Camouflage speaks about that in between moment after a breakup when you're still something, but you are also preparing to move on. Okay. So, how was it for each of you to write from that emotional space? And what gave you permission to inject humor in that melancholy?
It's actually funny you ask that because Clemens recently spoke about it too in a way that, yeah, we are both in like relationships for a long time. So it's
Mhm.
not like we're in a breakup situation right now, but we've both been there. And I feel like for all of us, I think most people in their lifetime will come to the point where they get hurt and will hurt somebody. And they are actually quite tremendously big, traumatizing times in your
Yeah.
life.
Hmm.
And so I feel because, yeah, like look at all the songs, all the love songs, it's either about the break, the heartbreak, or the
Yeah.
like being in love thing, because those are the like things that will give you the most richest
Hmm.
things to take from. And
Yeah.
so I just feel we both been there. We both had our hearts broken, I think. So I think we can still, years later, take from that and maybe now so more in a humorous way because it's been a while and we've been on a good journey to also maybe heal about it and take it with humor, because humor is a very effective tool and
Mm.
powerful tool.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Your Oscar concert in Cassell with a lot of people was unique milestone in your career. What was it like to reinterpret hits like Stolen Dance or Cocoon with orchestral arrangements? Did it change the way you see your own songs?
Yeah, that was a milestone. That was a very big moment for us.
Hmm.
But yeah, talking about the music, I mean that is like the arrangements from the live album that we released.
Hmm.
So we played these songs live with an orchestra like 2 years ago in Vienna, and we recorded these and released a live album. So yeah, rearranging all these songs together with an orchestra, that was very exciting. I know, just like, I mean, it's the same thing. Like, sometimes we do like cover versions of our own songs, or like acoustic versions of our own songs. Also, like on the new trip tape, you can hear like that a new version from Naked and Alive, like a live session version of it. So it's just fun, like, to, if you have a song, and you just take it, and it's like, it's naked, and then you just like put on a new dress, and it's like still the same,
Okay.
still the same person, but
Yeah.
differently dressed. So and it appears differently in a new way, and I feel like that's rearrange your own songs. It's just fun to do,
Hmm.
and it also shows maybe like the different levels of a song, or that a song can have, you know? Um, yeah. Mm.
Okay. Okay. Well, from Sad Necessary to Living in a Haze, and now Triptych 3, your sound has blend folk, electronic, reggae, and pop. How was the way you mix these genres evolve over the years? And is there any new style you'd like to explore in the future?
I mean, yeah, we started, music for us has really always been borderless, without borders, and we always love to embrace the variety of
Mm-hmm,
it, and never been hardcore in one corner. Like,
mm-hmm,
we've never been like, yeah, that one-sided. We also always just love listening to all kinds of stuff, and that, I guess, finally, once we started putting music out, showed in the music as well.
mm-hmm,
And so I think it's very yeah, likely that, it will be always in there, but it's never like able to precisely for us to say this genre will be in there or that, or because it's really unpredictable. And that I once said jokingly, but actually it's somehow like it has to be good
okay.
in both ways, like the music we listen to and the music we make. And I don't know, if you feel like that about it, it doesn't really matter how people want to label it.
Okay. So, how do you define the balance between respecting the original spirit and bringing in something of your own? Talking about acoustic versions. Have you ever discarded covers because you couldn't find that balance?
Um, yeah, we did. I mean, like, yeah, sometimes we tried to cover a song and we were not like happy with it.
Mm-hmm,
So,
mm-hmm,
we tried another one.
mm-hmm,
And yeah, I mean, first of all, yeah, like the song, we have to like the song, it has to resonate with us. And then we try to make our own version of
mm-hmm,
it. And sometimes it works and sometimes doesn't work, you know.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
I mean, it's the same with like own songs, sometimes we start producing, or like we've written a song and start producing it, and then a week later we just, throw it all away and start over again,
mm-hmm,
because like we didn't like where we, you know, where we've been going. I don't know, it's really like it has to, as Philip said, it has to feel good, it has to, like, when you do it, when you finish it, and then like it has to, yeah, like this is nice, this is fun, like making it and listening to it.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's also like an individual taste, the taste that we have in music. I mean, it's very
Okay. So
you know
looking ahead 5 or 10 years, what new frontiers would you like to cross? For example, composing to films, unexpected international collaborations. I don't know, something with mariachi, Mexican mariachi, or something like that. Visual installations. I don't know, something.
Yeah, I mean, that will kind of make sense, that you think kind of forward or outwards into bubbles or areas that you haven't been. But honestly, I feel like we're actually in a point 13 years in as a band, and also like really in a process of always kind of striving for that, like trying things new and different.
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel we're a bit in a place where we have an intuitional feeling of wanting to circle back a bit to where we were, in a
Mm-hmm.
sense of just like the vibe and the intimacy, and also the the simpleness of doing things, because it's almost like an unlearning process.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just because I feel sometimes in music or in art in general, I guess, I mean, we always thrive for new, but sometimes you can get lost in that a bit. And I'm not meaning that with like coming back to like do something again the same way, just like kind of like focus on things that you felt did really good for you in the creative process,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Well, I can imagine, but I'm not a musician, but yeah. Yeah. Well, uh, for your most loyal fans who have followed the 3 editions of Trip Tape, what message or experience do you hope to take that away from Trip Trip Tape 3 that perhaps wasn't fully captured in the previous editions?
No big message. I mean, the message
Yeah.
behind those trip tapes are the same, and that is enjoyment,
Mm-hmm.
in a sense of maybe a bit more of like a road trippy way. I mean, our friend just said again to us that he really enjoyed listening to that trip tape while he was riding the car, and I mean that is kind of the intention of like, I guess it's a known thing that when you are in movement, may it be driving, flying, riding a bike, or walking, there's a certain kind of feeling and
Mm-hmm.
melancholy and vibe to it, and I think it's a great place for music, or we do. And so I think that's kind of the intention behind those trip tapes, that are
That has.
embracing the movement.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um but that's all. Like there's no, just to be in the moment and listen to music, and for us to kind of like think out of the box and show our artistic output in a bit more, there's many words, maybe like a nonchalant way, like not so albumy,
Mm-hmm.
like just in a
Mm-hmm.
way of like, we like to do this, we also like to do that, we like to do this, and we also like to do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So not to have it so like it has to
Shaped.
be this.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, are you planning to come here to Mexico?
Let's come to the hard facts.
No.
When?
No, not
No,
really.
we're not planning to come anywhere
Okay.
in the
Okay.
world. No, we
Why,
just
guys? We
we
miss
just
you.
decided to take a break from touring and take a break in general, like step
Okay.
back a little, and then also like dive into, being creative again,
Mm-hmm.
and but without having a schedule yet. So yeah, we just feel like this is a good time. I mean, we just needed that, so we just decided to do that.
Yeah.
That's where we're at right now, and we wanna, yeah, take a break and then, come back with a fresh mind, and like
Yeah.
yeah, new music and that. But um yeah, we don't know when yet. So that's
Yeah.
We'll let you know as soon as we do,
yeah, I mean, yeah,
with a
it's
big
not.
boom.
Yeah,
And to more be
yeah,
creative. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
thank you very much for this talk that could be maybe a little bit deep, but
No, there was.
it was fun
A
for
little
me.
bit deep is good.
Yeah, I think so.
Not too deep, just a
Not
little
today,
bit.
but a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your times, guys. I hope to see you soon.
Thank
I don't
you.
know, don't know when, but hope to see you soon
We
in
will.
Mexico.
Sounds
And
good.
we are playing your songs in Alpha Radio 91.3 always, so you are part of
Thank you.
our
Thank you very
listeners and
much.
programmation. Yeah.
We
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
Nice.
that. Take care. Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you,
you. Thanks for having
guys.
us.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Entrevistas Alfa.